Hey, welcome to a brand new episode of Let's Play Terraria, the Don't Sniff the Paint edition. I just finished some painting downstairs, and the fumes are just filtering and permeating and just completely saturating and filling the air spaces of this lovely domicile I have. I've cracked some windows. I will be okay, but I figured I'm in a headspace now where, you know what, a little bit of commentary is going to go a long way. And I've been playing a lot of Terraria to get ready for this moment, as you can see on this hardcore character, and we are diving in to. I'm so geared up and ready to revisit the lovely Parvana. And for anybody who doesn't know, she's a special lady that touched us in a special place, in a special way, in the Dead in Vinland series. So if you haven't seen that, go back, check it out. She is one of a kind. I never quite was satisfied with how that storyline ended. Spoiler alert, I'll give you the short version here. She ended up sort of as like an old barmaid, basically, just kind of never really reached her full potential. And I figured a long time ago, what better way to give her her full potential than to get her sucked out of the Vinland world and as you can see, 0 survive time, and send her to the land of purgatory. I had a theory in Dead in Vinland that the whole thing was just this sort of middle ground between life and death, and I got way in over my own head. But I'm gonna bring those wild-eyed creative ambitions to life, and we're gonna send Parvana to Purgatory. Now, notice the date. Yes, this world was created ages ago. I had this idea of sending Parvana. I created the character, made her look right, but I have not played her at all. So there is 0 time. It is a hardcore character. We're gonna see how this goes. Like I said, I've been playing a lot of hardcore. I got this character up to 10 hours. Seems pretty impressive, but this character is not advanced all that much. Yeah, I mean, statistically, we are going to die to an overzealous movement. It is an expert large world. I don't know if this is going to affect the date, is going to affect the loot, and I don't know what's been added to the game since this world was created. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yes, it is an expert world. Hopefully we do not die horribly right away. I have what I think are a couple of benchmarks that that we can hit. Okay, first of all, we need to oh, this is good, having water right here. I've come to the conclusion through a lot of my deaths that I had this theory at one point that you had to fish your way out. You know, the only way to get out of hell was to fish your way out, because of some of the drops and resources that you could get there. I also know that there are some early benchmarks I want to hit, and then some mid benchmarks I want to hit, and beyond that, I'm going to try and bring Parvana to the longest sort of. Oh, look at this, some stone. This is lovely. Bring her the furthest that I've brought any hardcore character. And I mean that, and the reason the strategy I've taken, I'm no kill Skeletron on the first night kind of guy. So this is gonna be a slog, and this is gonna be my chance to banter. And this is the one worst case scenario that I was considering in my head, was that we could get pinched by a purple and blue slime at the same time, and end up kind of in a jackpot in that respect. And I really don't want that to happen, so we're going to kind of bail out a little bit. Key is to get the bow, get some arrows, and then not die, and then all will be fine. Did we get a shitty bow? No, just a regular bow. But yeah, so it ramps up the difficulty, or the stakes are high. You need to rely on terrain, so there's going to be a lot of terraforming early. I rely on terrain anyway to keep me alive. So we're going to smooth out, terraform everything. It's going to be slow go. You know, you got to survive the first night. Build some nice little mansions. I hope we get to know Ryan here a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, my first sort of, you know, I say survive the first night or get to the first night as a bit of a joke, but it's also not. We are getting hammered by slimes here. This is not how it's supposed to go. I usually will start to just cut my way and, you know, explore a little bit of the biome around us, just by chopping my way through, get a sense of what's going on. The first major benchmark, I guess major, is I want to create a fishing area. That means hollowing out a little zone where I can fish, and we're going to be doing quite a bit of fishing. I don't know, off screen, on screen, I haven't quite decided, but fishing will happen. Terraforming will happen. Like, I'm no stranger to Terraria, but I'm also no expert. So I know, you know, I've played enough hardcore characters and expert worlds to know that one of my main challenges is going to be, years ago I would have said, you know, I likely statistically would die to falling, and now, based on the last few characters that I've run through, and it's been a bit of a revolving door of characters over the last month or so, or I've been gearing up for this to get my skills honed enough and a bit of a plan put in place enough to know where I'm going here. I would say statistically now, if we die early, it will be due to my own impatience and rushing off into a biome that I'm just not ready for. You know, digging too deep, venturing too far left or right, trying to cut corners and speed things up. So if we can just stay away from that, Parvana's, you know, really situated to have a pretty good life, all things considered, without tooting my own horn too much. So early exploration is going to be limited to our own biome. We got a little bit more water here. Excellent. Okay, yep. Might actually be able to do something with this water. Oh, yes, okay. Between all this water, we've got a fishing zone here to the right, it looks like. I can handle that. Lot of base building. You know, I like to spend my time giving nice homes to my NPCs, and creating a bit of an area that I can... If I'm master of the terrain and the biome, then nothing's going to hurt me. It's when I let the biome kind of stay this rugged, natural state that ends up being my undoing. And I mean, I've had deaths, random deaths to lava, you know, digging too deep without being totally prepared. You know, I've grappling hooked into a narrow area that actually put me in lava and killed me within 2 seconds. You know, just impatience. You know, I didn't need to be down there. What was in there that a young hardcore character needed so desperately? The answer is nothing. There was really nothing there that I needed. Trying to get a sense of the height here. So it looks like we are about on the roughly the highest point, other than a few little peaks here and there. Because like I said, I like to smooth everything out. I don't want any height changes. I don't totally go crazy, but oh, if we had, oh no. All we need is a net with just an instant 10 gold right there, just wandering around. Try and get some ropes. Ropes will definitely help in the construction of my fishing zone. No such luck at this point, but that's okay. So being at the high point is good for building, but not so good for adding in and filling in little zones here. So if we pick this height, I guess, right across, we trim that, then everything has to fall lower. Yeah, so that's not quite good. We might pick this height here. Yeah, if we pick this height here, come across. Yeah, this will work. So we'll pick this height right here. This one? Sure. This one right here. We spawned somewhere around here, didn't we? Okay, so this is our height. This is where we're going to set up shop. And yeah, so, and again, I'm going to use this opportunity. If you don't know who I am, this is the first video of the series. So maybe, who is this Roman fellow? Well, you know, I'm an old man. I'll give you my introduction. I am an old man who really has no business playing games, but this is what I've chosen to do. Wall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, wall. Beautiful. Kill these slimes. An old man who has chosen a career path which leaves him with an exorbitant amount of downtime, being that he works seasonally. And with that downtime, if I'm not, laying down these massive amounts of thick oil-based paints in my basement, doing some home improvement type work, then I am playing games of a video nature, and that's just how it goes. So we should be able to get, well, not should, I mean we will be able to. I think this should be like 64 even. Oh, another purple slime. They're my most hated slimes. Can we avoid, or are you gonna do a big jump? No, you're not going to do a big jump. We might be able to. No, that's going to mean is that Ryan there is going to be. Oh no, he's given up. So yeah, so early benchmarks. Benchmarks are survive the first night. That should be a given. Find a snow biome. I like to go right for the boreal wood armor. Again, not really a benchmark. These are just early, first few steps. Kind of a no-brainer. What kind of sword did we get? A savage. Forceful axe. Okay, we'll try and perfect our bow a little bit. We'll burn through some wood trying to fight. I prefer speed for the first bow. I just like to knock out a bunch of arrows, as many as possible. And we are short a wall. It's always annoying. I don't like to keep a lot of walls on hand, But yeah, so yeah, we're looking for armor, and then after that, it is simply a matter of. Is that about center? Sure. No, it's not. Right there. No, it's not. Is that center? Must be. I do get a little anal about this silly stuff. So that's a home for Ryan, so that's fine. If need be, we will kind of hide here. I do also like to sometimes set up. Do I have enough? I should be good for that. I'll set myself up a bit of a kill box. If we can start getting some banners early, that'll make life a lot easier. Just in general, make things go smoother. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this first night should be at least a little bit more entertaining. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm hoping that video lengths will kind of make sense in some way, shape, or form. And this can be converted to another apartment at some point, obviously. What was I saying? Video lengths? I don't know what, I still to this day don't know what a day and night cycle actually are. Be nice to get a hatch, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think we'll leave one of these as a door, right? I think that makes the most sense. Sure. Oh no, we need some walls here. I'll throw some walls in. Get our first night set up. And then really the first benchmark, honestly, is meteor armor, right? Like that's a bit of a no-brainer. We spawn the meteor, we get the armor, get the gun, and we are good to go for a fairly long while. Before that, I think there's a bit of a medium benchmark. I like to get a silver bow. Why are you not happy in there? Stay in there, Ryan. Don't make me come save you. How could he not be happy? I don't want to lose Ryan, but I also don't want to risk Parvana on the first night. Yeah, with that demon eye out there, we can't. Oh my god, is this not satisfying housing? Did he just not key in that it was his? Get in there and stay in there. Oh, he's gonna be terrified of all the zombies. We're gonna lose Ryan. So as long as we're comfortable with that, let's move up to fire arrows right now. Maybe we'll be able to save him. I don't know. No, he's Dunsky. I'm pretty sure he's Dunsky. Okay. Oh, leave Ryan alone. God. Yeah, banners. I like banners. If we can get banners up fairly quick, I'll be happy. Because it takes so long to kill anything in these early stages here. Well, if they keep focusing on me, and Ryan just wants to flap around out there, I mean, it's fine by me. Roman, you said you were going to get a clickless mouse way back when. Yeah, I know I did, but you know what? Money doesn't grow on trees. It's made of trees. Why can I not time this? Come on, you guys, get in there. There you go. No one's going to catch on fire. You can't catch. There you go. A little bit of extra damage. I used to have a design where I would enclose myself and then put wood platforms along here. But as I'm sure you know, the demon eyes can move up. Get in the house, Ryan. Oh, you're Dunsky. Stay over here, zombie. If I can get rid of these stupid eyes. This one eye here is the one that's really concerning me. Because... oh, God. There, stay in there and you'll be fine. Can we not... I want a better bow, really. I mean, like... how much wood do we have to burn through? Not that much, honestly. Yikes, that's kind of scary. Wooden bow, garbage. Wooden bow, garbage. Oh my god. Nimble? A little bit of speed, sure. Not a big deal. We're gonna focus more on the boreal wood bow, but for the time being, it'd be nice to be able to spam out 7% more arrows. Oh, come on, why can I not fit through here? I'm usually a pretty good shot. It's probably the talking. Not that I want to blame everything on my commentary, but... so yeah, I'm a guy who finds himself with a lot of time on his hands, wanting to talk, surrounded by non-talkable people. As awful as that sounds, it's really... the unfortunate reality is that I am indeed... can these guys get me? Surrounded by non-talkable people. And so, you know what? I'll talk to the void. That's fine. I'll click away. I'll talk to the void, and life will be fine in the grand scheme of things. And so that's what I do. Yeah, so these first few nights are going to be a bit of a slog. Sometimes what I'll also do in order to stockpile some dirt for terraforming, instead of sitting up here in the kill box, I'll sneak down, excuse me, and start tunneling. You know, like I said, it is going to be a slog. You know, it's going to be a lot of strip mining, especially until we get that silver bow. This way, we're going to dig ourselves probably a fishing hole. I don't think that one's going to be big enough. Maybe it is. If this is all water under here, we can dig our fishing hole over here. We'll see. Time will tell. I'd rather not have to go all the way over here and deal with all this water. Our lowest point is here, which means that would have to be the top of our fishing, which means we're getting down into possible too deep. Like I said, statistically, what will happen if we die soon? It will be because we went too far left and got ripped apart in the corruption, or we've gone too far down too quickly, gotten ripped apart by one of those bone worms, or the other kind of the smaller, more manageable worm. Nothing worse than dying to one of those stupid manageable worms, or a trap. Traps are the worst way to go, probably, in general. So with all the preamble that we had at the start, it's looking like 1 day and night cycle will be the way to go in terms of video length, which will work out quite nicely. But yeah, I'd like to set myself up. And so, yeah, so I've talked a bit about strategy. We'll talk some more. Silver bow as sort of my silver bow and a fishing hole are sort of my two immediate goals, along with terraforming the surface as we do that. It just makes killing everything so much easier. I'm gonna find, now that I have a bow, make some more arrows and find some. I just made another crafting bench. That's fine. We'll leave this one behind. Find some the snow biome. Find ourselves. That's not a lot of. How much gel do we have? We got 14 gel. Snow biome and get the armor. Boreal bow, armor, and then that'll be our surface exploration. We'll carry that through until we get enough silver for a silver bow. During all this, we'll end up with ropes and explosives. We'll spawn the shopkeeper. We'll spawn the demolitionist. Once we're feeling comfortable with that, we'll be venturing into the corruption. We'll bomb those orbs and get just the two. Get the meteor to spawn, get those goodies, get the arms dealer, and then that will put us in a position for that sort of zone where I tend to be stopping. I'll either die or I just give up on the character or the world and want to go venture with and toy around with some of the more advanced stuff like wiring and whatnot. But what I see happening to Parvana after that sort of mid-range thing is I want to I'm gonna try and stockpile the life crystals, because I know the boss spawns and event spawns are dependent on your HP. So we keep the HP low through all this at 100, and then kind of wander around and do all these things that I've been talking about until we have enough HP, we have enough potions, get a little potion factory set up, some clay pots and a little greenhouse, do some fishing, get all our buffs sorted out, keep all my buffs here, all my potions, my cooked fish, all that stuff. When I think we're comfortable with a good mini shark, or something, the space gun, whatever it is we want to use, pop all the health until we get to 300, and then hope we survive 3 nights of, because it's gonna spawn the Eye of Cthulhu. Possibly we could get the slime tomorrow, who knows, in which case we would just have to hide in the house because I'm not taking on King Slime like this. Slime, Blood Moon, Cthulhu, and Goblin all would happen at not the same time, but it could be 3 consecutive nights. So we would just have to survive all that, make sure that we have enough HP and buffs to survive all at once. Some of my practices with Cthulhu have shown that it's really not that bad. If you can get the HP high enough, we're going to build an arena, obviously, get all that sort of taken care of before we go too crazy. But yeah, so we're in a new day, which means our time is up, and we're going to pack it in. And so I hope you enjoy this. I hope Parvana is someone who sticks around for the long haul, and we're gonna have a lot of good times. We're gonna do some good things. We're gonna do some amazing things. We're gonna have some great talks. We're gonna have some great stories, some great jokes, some great lots of fireplaces, lots of campfires. I mean, too. That's an important part of this. Yeah. So save and exit. Until next time. Thanks very much. See you soon.